Hey guys, my name is Ankit and this video is all about everything you need to know about Google Drive Suite. So in this video we're going to talk about Google Drive. Along with Google Drive, I want you guys to be familiar with three additional apps by Google. These are Google Sheets, Google Docs and Google Slides. We'll go through them together and I'll show you how it's done. So brace yourself. So what is Google Drive? Google Drive is a free service provided by Google. It's actually partially free, but anyways, it's a partially free service provided by Google that lets you save your documents on the cloud. So whenever you want to access them, you can access them via your smartphone, your desktop, your iPads, anything that can run a web browser on. Pretty neat, right? So let's start off by watching the official video of Google Drive by Google.
The screenplay on your home computer, the presentation at work, those vacation photos and videos on your phone, the trip itinerary on your tablet, resumes, recipes, videos. With Google Drive, you can now access your files from wherever you are, even the big ones. Whichever program you're using, just drag and drop, and there are all your files ready to be opened by you and shared with anyone you want. Forget files being too big to email. Just share them with Drive and everyone has the same file automatically that they can edit together from anywhere. Now all your stuff, work or play, is in one place. Easy to find and easy to share. Google Drive. Keep everything, share anything.
So guys, now you know the basics of what is Google Drive. I'll walk you through how to use it and each step on what to do if you want to upload a file or create a new file or edit a new file. We'll walk through it step by step together, and before I end, I would like you guys to know that to sign in to your Google Drive you would need a Google account, which you can create free. So let's start by looking at how to create a Google account. To create a Google account, you need to type in gmail.com. So if you have a Google account, you can just skip this step and go forward with the video. But if you don't, you need to go to gmail.com or google.com/gmail and click create new account. So if you have a Google account, you can see here you'll be able to access all these applications that Google provide: Google Plus, Gmail, Maps, YouTube, Google Drive, Google Photos, Play Store and Chrome, and there are a lot more. So you'll just fill in your first name, last name, choose your username, create password and date of birth. All you need is a phone number and your current email address and you're good to go. Access Google Drive, that's the main question. You can access Google Drive either by a mobile application or a desktop application or web browser. So anything that supports web browser does support Google Drive. It's awesome. So in this video we'll just talk about mobile application part, not the desktop application or the web browser. Hopefully we'll cover that in some other videos. So when you sign in to your Google account, you get 15 GB of free cloud storage. Isn't that pretty cool? So you can store 15 GB of data for free on either your Google Drive or Gmail or Google Photos. If you want to access more than 15 GB, you can always go up high, but you would have to pay a price for that. So currently, if you can see here, I'm just using the free 15 GB and I've just used 2.42 GB as of right now. And if I want to go on a higher plan, I can go with 100 GB, 1 TB or 10 TB, 20 TB, or 30 TB. That would 30 TB would approximately it cost me 299.99 per month. So Google right now do not have any unlimited plan. Okay, so enough of the theory part. Let's get our hands dirty now. So we'll start by learning of how to upload a file on your Google Drive. So this is an Android smartphone, and now we'll go to Google Drive application. So this is Google Drive application, which is pre-installed in Android smartphones usually. So when I open it, I'm already logged in because I've already signed into my Google account, and this is how Google Drive looks like. So you can see all these documents that I have uploaded to my drive, and these folders that I have uploaded to keep track of them, and I can access them via my MacBook, my iPad, and my laptop, or anywhere. So if I want to upload a new file, all I have to do is click the plus sign on the right corner bottom of the screen. So if I press the plus sign, now I have options. Either I can create a new folder, or I can upload a file, or I can scan a document, or I can do these three things. So we'll go through all of them. Let's just go with the upload option for the time being. So when I click the upload button, it shows me all the documents. So I can go through my gallery, or videos, images, or I can even upload files from Drive to my Drive. So I can log in multiple accounts to Google Drive and then move files among them. So let's say I just want to upload this picture to my Drive. All I have to do is click it, and your file is being uploaded to Drive, and it's done. So the picture is there, and I can access this via my browser. So let's do that. So I'll just close my Drive application and use Drive via my phone's browser. So if I go to drive.google.com, hopefully I'm logged in, and I am, and you can see this file, see main QI. That's the document that I uploaded, and I can see this via my browser, even though I uploaded it via my application. So this is how you upload a file on a Google Drive. What else we saw is that you can open a file and the Google Drive will read it for you. So see, this is an image file. I can open it on Google Drive, and this is a text file, and it's loading, and see, I can open it, but I cannot edit it because see, if I click this pencil button, I would need to install Google Doc, which is one application in Google Suite that we'll talk about later. So, but it gives you a good feature where you can read things. You can even play videos if you want. So that's a good. So all I have to do is touch remove, and then go to the options, go to trash, and I'll find the file in trash. If I remove it from trash, it will get deleted forever. So delete forever, delete forever. Okay, so that's how you can delete a file. So as you can see, there are more options. what I usually do is, what I usually recommend people to do is create folders. That's a really cool way to use Google Apps. So if you can see, I've created folders for different classes that I've taken, so I can take notes and store my store my data that is related to a particular class using anything like my laptop, MacBook, or just my phone, and access it whenever I want. Only thing I need is internet. So let's check out different features of when you click this option button. So you can download a file. So if I check available offline, this file will get downloaded, and I won't need internet connection to access this file. With OpenVid, I can use different applications to open this file. As this was a video file, all the applications that plays video in my phone will be shown, and I can access them via Google Drive. So I can send a copy of this file to someone. So if I send a copy, I can send it via any of these options, and I can download this file, so it'll get saved in my Android data. I can move this file, so I can move this to those folders that I created or somewhere else. I can put star in it. I can add to home screen. I can rename, and we have already done the remove option. So as you can see, there are like many files. Google Drive gives you options to sort them. So I can sort them either on the basis of last modified, which is like a really cool thing that I always do, because I usually want files that I'm accessing on a daily basis. So the three dots that you see on the upper right corner of the screen, if you touch them, you can select the sort by option, and you can sort all these files by name, or by last modified, or last modified by me, last opened by me, or storage used. And the option that is between the search bar and the three dots is you can change the way how all these files look, if you can see the change. So also you can just search for the file. If I just want to search all the PDF file, it'll find all the PDF files for me that are there in my device. So these files don't have to be in my Google Drive, it's in my device. Because Google Drive also work as a reading application in which you can view stuff, so I can view all the PDF files using my Google Drive. I don't need a separate application to do that. So now let's talk about how to share a file. So the Google Drive gives you two ways to share your file. You can do that by clicking those three dots for more options for the file that you want to share. So let's say I want to share this Word file. I'll click on these three dots, and now I have two options. The first option is add people. So when I click add people, a new page pop up where I can type the email address of people I want to share this file with. So these people will be able to access the file. So the next option is we can either give them right to edit the file or make comments on the file, or they can just view the file and not make any changes. So I'm just keeping it for can view, or I'm doing it can edit. So you can edit this file. So this is the message prompt. So if you are giving them access, you can just send them a message. So if Google Drive gives you a special feature. If you have a Gmail account, it will send you a mail saying that this file is accessible for you and this person have shared this file with you. So these people will get an email notification regarding this file being shared to them. So if I press the send button, it will send email notification. If you can see, I just received an email notification saying that I got an invitation to edit. So if I open them, you can see that the message that I wrote, you can edit this file, is there along with the link. So these people can open the file and make changes to the file which I have shared. The other way to share a file is to click the file and then select share link option. So when you select share link option, you can share the link via any of the device that is available on your phone that is a communication device. So if I want to just copy it on a clipboard, I can do that too. I'll just select it. So when you share the file using this method, you can only share as you view. So these people will not be able to edit the file, or they can just view it. Now let's check out all the options that are there when you press the these three lines that are on the upper left corner of the screen. So when I press this, I get more options. So if I click the arrow behind the email address, it gives me option to add account. So I can open more than one Google account on my Drive application. So the second is My Drive. My Drive is the folder in which all the documents that I have uploaded are shared. So the second option is Share with Me. If I click that, these are the documents that were shared by someone else to me. The third is Google Photos, and it will show all the photos that are there. Recent will show you recent file. Star will show you all the files that you want to star, and we saw that a bit earlier, a few minutes back, that you can star a file if you think it's important. So you can check the offline content and the trash bin. You can see the backup, and you can see how much we have used. I've used 2.5 GB out of 15 GB till now. So if you go to notifications, it'll tell you if there is any notification, like if someone asks you for a file access, so you'll get notified by under this notification bar. So if I go to setting, I get an important feature. So if I turn auto add on, it will automatically put all the photos that are there in Google Photos to my device. So it's a nice way if you want a backup of all the photos at every moment. So whenever you want all the photos that you click to be on your drive, you can just turn it on. And if you want, if you don't want to use your cellular data, you can turn this feature on at the same time. So all your photos will get backed up on my drive only when you have a Wi-Fi connection, not on the cellular data plan. So that's a good feature. So Google Drive lets you create folders. So to create folders, just click the plus the button and then the folder, and it will let you name your folder. So I uploaded a funny picture and I want all the funny images to be in a folder called funny images. So all I'll do is I'll create a funny image picture, and I have two options. Either I can drag and drop. So if I just long press one of the item, I can move it around and move it to folders, and there it is. So if you see, it's in here. So if I want to move it out, or all I can do is click the option, go to move, and then select back and press move on the lower right corner of the screen, and if you can see, the image is moved to here. So I can do the same here to move. I can just click the option, select move, select funny images, and then click move on the lower right corner. So there are two options to move an image. There is one more feature of Google Drive that most of the people are not aware of, which is Google Drive let you scan the documents. So if you click the plus option and then select the scan option, it will let you scan documents. So let's say I just want to scan this document. All I have to do is click picture of it, and I get three options. I can crop it, I can edit it, so I can crop it accordingly. So after cropping, I can just press the tick mark, and let's see the other options that you can do. You can delete the page, rename the scan, rotate it, and more stuff. So I can either do black and white or color or drawing color. So I prefer to keep it black and white because I usually scan documents via Google Drive. So if I press the tick mark, this document will automatically get saved in my Google Drive as a PDF. So if I open it, I can view the picture that I clicked in a PDF format. So this feature comes really handy, because now I can just click pictures on my phone of things, mainly documents or anything, and all these documents will get converted to PDF and they'll get saved to your drive, and you can access it via your laptop, and anywhere you can access Google Drive, which is a cool feature. So that's one of the feature. Now we are done with Google Drive, and we can hop into Google Doc, Google Sheet, and Google Slide. Google Doc is not pre-installed on the smartphone usually. So to do that, to install it, just go to Play Store and type in Google Doc. Oops. But yeah, Google got it. So yeah, and install it now. And now you have Google Doc. So let's start off by watching the official video of Google Doc by Google. So now we have installed Google Doc in our phone, and we can see that this doc is Google Doc. So but we'll go back to Google Drive, and we remember that if we click the plus sign, excuse me for that, my bad, if we click the plus sign, we can see the Google Doc here. So we can open Google Doc application from Google Drive application. So if we want to create a new file, all we have to do is we have to click the plus sign, and if we want to click a doc type file, we have to select doc, and now I get my document on which I can type, and this is a sample, whoops, sample document. So see, Google Doc lets you perform basic operation like bold the text, italic the text, underline the text, centralize the text, numbering, and all the basic features that you can see on MS Word file. Not all of them, but a lot of them. So the one of the cool feature of Google Doc is if I want to just type in, and if I'm scared that what if my internet connection goes down, so there is a function feature called available offline. So in this feature, even if my data is off, I can just type in stuff, and when the data turns on, it automatically takes the data in. So whatever input is there, it will restore. So the good feature of Google Doc is that I can just type in offline mode, and when I get internet connection, it will still save everything that I inputted. So first we just make a Google Doc page, and then we share that file with people. So I can do that by clicking on the option and then going to share and export option, and see, I can either get a link or add people like we saw in Google Drive. So if I add people, I can just add people I want to share this file with. Let's work on this file together. So if I send it, the person would receive a link to this document, and he can make changes, and I on the other side will be able to see the changes done by him. So I just received a link to the file. So if I open it, and if I'm opening it on Google Chrome, so I'll make changes via my browser. So no thanks. Whoops. So you apparently cannot edit it on phone's Chrome, but you can do that on the web on your desktop. So you can just make changes, and a person here will be able to see the changes. So it's a really good way to work together on one file when you are away from each other. So more option is if you you get to do the spell check, and you can find anything in the document, and if you again go to share and export option, you can print the file, which is a cool feature. So all you need is a connection to printer, so you can connect your printer via Wi-Fi network on your phone, and you can just print it. So you don't have to be you don't need your laptop or your MacBook. If you want to print, you can just print it. You can just move the documents to your phone and connect your phone to printer and just print it. It's as simple as that. So when I selected the print option, it transformed my doc file to a PDF, and now I can print the file, given that I'm connected to a printer, which I am not as of right now. So that's a cool feature for Google Doc. One more feature for Google Doc is, if I go to Google Drive, there it is. So this document was not originally created for Google Doc. This document was created by me in a MS Word file. So Google Doc automatically modifies your file and lets you edit a file that was initially written in MS Word. Obviously there are some changes, and you can see that there is a layout limitation, but that's a really good feature of Google Doc, as you can just use MS Word and then update any file you want. So let me open this file, because this file contains some tables. So you can see that Google Doc was able to convert the Word file with a lot of tables into a doc file very neatly. So if I select, if I see here, I can share this document with other people. I can add comments to it. So that's a really cool feature of Google Doc. So via Google Doc, I can let's say if I want to create a hyperlink, it's really easy, because all I have to do is click on this plus button and insert a link and write the text. This is a hyperlink, and let's say I'm just hyperlinking it to google.com because that's what I want right now. And see, there's a hyperlink, and if I want to remove it, I can just remove it. It's as simple as that. So Google Doc lets you save your file in different format. All you have to do is go to share and export, click on save as, and you'll get different bunch of options that you can do. So you can zip it, you can convert it to PDF, ODT, text file, EPUB, etc. So that's a really cool and a handy feature that comes with Google Drive. So one more feature, so I would want to show you how Google Drive, how Google Doc actually looks like. So if I go to Google Doc, that's how Google Doc actually looks like. So Google Doc is a file reader, so it does not just read the file that are there in Google Drive. I can just read any document, any Word document that is present in my device. So I can just go to the folder option right there on the top, and it gives me options to either I can open file from Google Drive, or I can use device storage. So let me select device storage this time, and I will select a file. Hopefully I have a Word file, and I do. So if I open the file, you can see this file was made in MS Word, and see how all the tables and all So one more thing that we can do in Google Doc is while creating a file, it gives you an option to choose from a bunch of templates that were specified by Google. So if you choose template option, you get a lot of templates that you can choose from. So let's say I want a template for a resume, which I do. I need to make a resume to apply for summer internship. I need to do that. So I can just take in this template, make some changes, like put my name in, and make some other changes, and make a really nice and neat resume using the template. So all I have to do is click the tick mark on the right corner and all the changes are saved, and if I do the back thing, there is my resume. So this is everything you need to know about Google Doc. Let's now move to Google Sheet. So just like Google Doc, Google Sheet is not pre-installed, you have to install it. So let me install Google Sheets. Got it. See, all I have to do is double tap and write my sample slide. Hello world. I'm a programmer. I'll always come with hello world. I can add on to the slides, and it gives me option to what kind of slide I want. So maybe I want something that had big number, like 100%. And if I want to play it on this device, and there is my first slide and my second slide. So it's as simple as that. Again, like the basic feature which is of Google, the basic feature of Google Drive applications are you can share them with people and everyone can work on the same file at the same time. So the synchronization is really neat and handy. That's what you can do. You can add people and ask them to work on this file and edit this file or leave comments to it, and you can also save this file in different formats. So if you go to share and export and save as, see the file would be saved in .pptx format, which is same as what's done by Microsoft PowerPoint. And again, you can save it as PDF and or as image, JPEG, PNG, plain text, etc. So it comes really handy. And now if we go to Google Slide application, straightforward, and if we touch the plus option, it lets us to choose the template. So if I choose the template, you can see a lot of templates that are available in Google Slides, and maybe I want to choose this photo album template. There it is. Now I can work on it and choose different template for different slides if I want. This is my photo album, which I can create using my Google Slide templates. So that's everything you need to know about Google Slide. And also you can of course it's a viewing application. You can view any PPT that are available in your device in case they are. I cannot find one in my phone, so apparently I don't have any PPT device either. So guys, we learned a lot in this video. We learned about Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Slides, and Google Sheets. And I hopefully you guys learned a lot. There is more applications that comes under Google Drive, like Google Drawing, Google Forms, Google Sites. But these three that we learned were the main that you should know. So I'll sum up everything that we did in this video. We learned about what Google Drive is. Google Drive is free storage, cloud storage provided by Google. You get up to 15 GB of free storage, and you can access Google Drive using desktop application, mobile application, or browser via internet. You need a Google account to get to Google Drive, and we learned how to upload a file on Google Drive. We can just do that by drag and drop or by using Move, so which was pretty cool. You can also drag and drop folders, which is again pretty cool. We learned that we can sort these files and filter them, and if we delete a file, it doesn't just get deleted, it moves to trash. We have to delete it from trash to delete it permanently. we learned about file sharing. You can share file among your friends, and you can just upload any file you want and share it among friends, and they don't have to have a Google account to access those files that you shared. So but if you're using Google Doc or Google Sheets or Google Slides, multiple people can access the file if you want them to. So this real-time co-authorizing feature is a pretty cool feature by Google Drive, and it takes care of all the synchronization. You don't have to worry about it. We learned about downloading a file. We can save a file in different formats, and we can also scan via Google Drive. This is a feature that most of the people are not aware of. You can just click a picture of a sheet or anything, and it will convert it into a PDF format that you can open, so which was pretty cool. And also you can automatically save Google Photos or selectively save Google Photos to Google Drive. We also learned that Google Drive can be used to play videos or open files, and we learned that you can work in an offline mode in Google Drive, and you can just update documents, and when you're back on the network, all the documents get saved. And last but not the least, templates. You can use cool templates that are given to you for free by Google. So we saw templates for Doc and Slides and Sheets, and they were amazing. So I think that was it, and that's what we learned in this video. That was a good summary. I hope you guys got to learn something out of it, and that's it, I guess. Hopefully you guys now know how to use Google Drive and how to access or use any file, and how to share the file and work on it at the same time. Thank you so much, guys, for watching the video. I know it was a long video, but it was supposed to be long, so I'm glad you were able to watch till the end and go through it. Hopefully I'll make more videos in the future, and hopefully you got to learn something about Google Drive from this video, and it is helpful. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Thank you again.